Hi, welcome back to Tumpuk Tai Unta.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay guys, welcome back. Nama aku Azmi.
Nama aku Syirhan,
Dan nama aku Hairul.
a.k.a. Ayu.
Ayu. Jangan lupa tu. Also known as Ayu the Legend.
Ayu banyaklah legend.
Okay, then we are back with Azza and also Fahmi. Fahmi sebenarnya first time aku jumpa dia. Dia datang rumah aku during Hari Raya.
Okay.
And so berbual-bual dengan dia, dia cakap, ni kau dulu DJ
Oh.
Cakap, so dia kan dia dulu bouncer. So he knows some of the people that I know.
Kau pun kat mana ni?
Oh, dulu cerita that one during NS that one the Etika.
Etika.
Was it Etika?
Yeah, Etika. I don't actually
What
forget.
is the place? Where's the place?
What?
The Etika. What was it?
Jap. Etika ni apa?
Tempat itu. Tempat
Dekat sikit.
Oh, dekat sikit.
Jangan,
Telan
jangan,
mic ni.
jangan terlalu excited
Tak.
dengar pasal club ni.
You were there?
No, I wasn't. I was in the other scene.
Okay.
In the same scene, but other place. Yeah.
Okay.
I was in, tak payahlah.
Daripada DJ sampai ke Dubai.
Yes.
Lepas tu Fahmi daripada bouncer sampai ke Dubai.
Pasal kalau korang nak tahu siapa yang tengok ni, diorang pun main DK Barat.
Oh ya, you also play DK Barat. Ya, correct.
Yes, kita sama-sama di Barat
This Hari Raya.
Hari Raya play.
All of us are participants. We get involved in the whole thing. Ni MC. Every year dia MC lah. Aku punya first
Ada orang
time.
nak jadi MC.
Dia suka berbual apa.
Dia suka berbual.
Kira ada pandai berbual lah.
Yeah. So back to the topic. Pasal business
Ya, pasal bisnes.
Mak dia ni betul lah
Aku lupa lah.
Alamak.
Aku lupa.
Perangai si soundman. Tapi lebih baik kau ada kerja. Kau tak aku marah kau. Okay, Mi. Kau tadi cerita pasal kau kerja dekat Marine Line, working for a company. Tapi sekarang kau business owner
Alhamdulillah. I just started actually January this year.
So you left your company to set up your own business?
Yes, I left early this year. In January, so the same time.
Okay.
So then after that, that was the plan long before lah. Before actually, I set up and my plan was already few years ago that I have this thought of doing my own business. But then my wife at that time was supporting me at that time.
Okay.
Apa benda tu?
Ni company number dia.
Alhamdulillah, yeah.
All for one, AFO, Ship and Boat Repair Service. Masya Allah.
Yes.
Who? No prizes for guessing what AFO is.
All for one.
The true meaning. That one has another story of its own.
Oh,
Azza,
okay. Azza, Fahmi, Omar. Kita dapat prize Okay, Mi. Apa tu kau dah almost 9 months in your
9 months,
business?
Alhamdulillah, yeah.
How's the experience so far?
So far, Alhamdulillah, the response was, mashallah, it was quite good lah, and more than I expected, Alhamdulillah. So the first 1-2 months, of course, is quite scary because you step out from your comfort zone. You used to get salary, benefits, everything is paid for, Then suddenly, you have nothing. Then you have to, you have to find your own, your own money, to put the rice on the table, food on the table. So always the question of, what if I don't make it, if I don't have any customer or I don't have any business to run. It's always in my mind, for sure. That was the first thing that always in my mind. But of course, the support that I have from my wife, from my family, in terms of moral support, financial support, that's very important to be honest. Because with their support, the first 2-3 months, even I can't sleep sometimes. Thinking about how it goes from here, because it's a risk. When you start step out from your comfort zone, you always have that doubt that whether you can make it or not. So I believe that's the same also when I think Hairul also
Sama kau
started.
rasa?
There were a few days, there were a few times when it was difficult to sleep because you're always thinking.
Yeah.
Even when you're in sleep, you are thinking of the problem. I had that before, no? Because the thing is, dulu, kalau kita makan gaji is for ourselves, this kind of thing. But once you start a company, you're not the only one who's going to get the profit, no? You have to make sure that your staff are fed. Ya, diorang jaga keluarga diorang. Berapa orang kita jaga when you think of it, as a company. Yeah.
Kau responsible lah.
Tak adalah, kita semua lah.
So the question is, why take the risk? Why take the risk?
Well, to be honest, I say I've been thinking about it for the last few years, but my wife was the first one to initiate. Say that, why not you set up your own, because you have been working
Because
day
he was
and night.
telling me that he helped his previous company get the money, and the client is in using that company because of him.
Okay.
So I'm like, you already have your client there, and and you are good at what you do. Why waste that talent and not set up something on your own?
Betul juga. Kan?
And it's something he's very passionate about.
Okay.
Yeah, because for me, if I'm at work, I give my 100%, 101%, 102%.
120%.
So
even
it's
his
always-
wife, screaming and dying. He's like,
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, because the trust that someone has given to me to make sure the vessel, the job is done safely. There's no accident. The vessel goes back on time. So that is my responsibility. The main thing is, of course, the safety. Safety is very important in our industry, marine and oil and gas. And secondly is the time, the schedule. Each day, if there's delay, it's big cost for the company, for the client. So we need to make sure that we have a project or we have a target we need to complete on time. That is very critical. That's why sometimes we work late. There's no fixed timing.
Correct.
If you ask me, can you go next month or next year? Do you know your schedule? I say I don't know, because in marine line, it's not easy to predict. Anytime there's a breakdown, anytime there's a mobilization, and that's the life of this line.
Yes, correct.
But specifically, what is that your company does in the marine line?
Okay, what I'm doing now, I'm doing the repair services, maintenance, repair services. If there's any defect or damage or breakdown on the engines or on the maintenance of the engine, we'll supply the manpower, we do the servicing, we do the maintenance. And like a ship, every 5 years they have to go for major repair.
Yeah.
Dock, we call it a dry dock. So at that time, then we have a survey, we have a full repair and scope of work. So it's basically very the things that you have to plan in advance in this marine in this repair process.
Right.
So planning is very important, and then to make sure that you expedite the job, complete on time. That is very, very important.
What kind of vessel do you normally work on? Workboats ke, pleasure craft ke?
We
Tubs
work
ke?
on oil and gas support vessel.
OSV
Correct, OSV.
aku pun marine line juga bro. Aku pun started marine juga.
Uish.
Aku banyak kali dah buat sea trial, repair on board.
Yeah, same.
Sure.
Tanya kau, starboard, port side kau tahu tak?
Buat sebelah sana, sebelah sini.
Pandai.
Yang depan belakang apa?
Ha?
Ada tu, depan belakang.
Depan belakang.
Front and back.
What is it? Oh,
Aft belakang.
Aft. Itu pun tak tahu apa.
dah lupa bro.
Nasib baik aku tu.
So sekarang berapa banyak staff kau ada?
Now, alhamdulillah, we actually first was two of us. Two of us started. Then,
You also?
Yes.
Fuh. Alamak.
Kira kan Azza mulai tinggal ni
Mulai
Mulai tinggal.
Then alhamdulillah, now we have 6. One just joined us, 7. So inshallah, we are also recruiting more.
Alhamdulillah.
October and November. We planning to have at least 10 to 12 lah, 12 of us.
Alhamdulillah.
We start small lah. And then inshallah we go bigger inshallah.
InsyaAllah.
So yeah, but the thing is that what really triggers me is basically my family lah, my wife who encouraged me. The first phase was very very difficult to be said, because suddenly you there's no income, and first month 2 months you have to build up your profile, and then marketing, branding your market. But also I remember I talked to Hairul when we want to establish, or when I have this idea, I think last year we talked about it. We talk about what do you think, Hairul? Then his advice is like, if you already have that intention, you have to do it. That's the
I started crying, man.
Legend sama kau lah.
Are you the legend?
So yeah, I think also a lot of people I've talked to say that you give it a try, because at the end of the day, at my age, I was I'm 41, turning 41. So basically at this age, I think it's a good time to start, because even if you fail, you still you still can go back to your old job, or your own as a manager, as a superintendent. There's no issue for you to get the job. But if you I believe that if you work hard, inshallah you will maybe you not become a millionaire, but the rezeki is there.
InsyaAllah. Rezeki Allah punya.
Correct.
Allah knows best.
But remember before you started, you got a job offer in Singapore.
Oh yeah. I got a job offer also in Singapore. And that was actually a very good job offer, to be honest. Again, I discussed with my wife also. So I said that okay, this job offer is very attractive, I say, to go back Singapore, with that kind of salary package. And then I still remember that she said that, are you happy with what you will get? No, the things that if you work and you get the salary, is that what you want? And then I realized that I say, no, I need to give it a try. I need to give it a try. If you never try, you never know. So yeah, that's the risk you have to take. My advice that people out there, if you have that feeling, just go for it. Inshallah, you will succeed.
Kudos, bro, for the courage. Not easy, Not everybody would dare to take that leap.
It's not only that easy, it's very very hard, and you have to be very very brave. Kau bukannya buat business, open business in Singapore.
Betul lah.
Dekat tanah orang lain tau.
Betul.
No, if anything happens, it's totally different thing.
Tapi Alhamdulillah, we have a lot of Singaporeans that dare to venture to become their own bosses and all these kind of things.
Yeah.
It's not glamorous lah. Kita dengar, buka company, kau your own boss. Tapi it's not a glamorous life. I think you guys can vouch for that lah, kan?
Yeah. But also kudos to Azza lah, for giving him the support lah. Because you are still pursuing that tai lifestyle. I think you are halfway there, inshallah.
So dia nak daripada tai, dia kerja, sekarang dia jadi partner.
Yeah, because your partner. True. Anyway, I think it's important lah. Macam Fahmi, you have a backup system kan. Macam aku ada kurang. Sometimes I need, honestly, sometimes if I need to talk to someone, that, on like a group setting, the conversation will be like this. But sometimes when I need to talk to someone and about it, something specific, I will like say, Shan, come, I fetch you to go. But he will expect like there will be a conversation on the way. That's where I think I have to take advantage of that lah. Yeah.
Tapi saya dengar tu kau pasal cari jodoh.
Tak ada lah, mana
ada pun nak pasal profesional dengan kau.
Ada lah. Yeah. But how about you, Azza? I mean, bila Fahmi was going through all that, how was it for you on your side? I'm sure it was just as stressful to see your husband have sleepless nights and all.
Yeah, because actually what made me really push him to do it was about October last year. Remember when we were trying to plan his birthday and he completely ruined it by not being able to turn up?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. So that's how stressed he was, like for that other company. And then I think he was away for like 1.5 months, right? In Qatar.
I was offshore.
Yeah, then that was also when I was constantly disturbing you, Leila, Ines. So that's when I pushed him to start something on his own. And I was working in a different setting in another nursery, and I was also not very happy with that setting. So that's when he also said, if you're not happy, then just leave. Like, we're already at this age in our life. Why do you want to constantly be unhappy throughout the days at work?
Correct.
And then that's also when he got the job offer in Singapore. So I thought, okay, fine, let me go back to Singapore for a bit. And that's when everything happened. Because we applied for the trade license and all that. So that was also a bit stressful to even apply for the name FO, because in our heads it's Azza Fahmi Omar, but you cannot put that, you cannot apply under Azza Fahmi Omar, so you have to think of names. And it kept getting rejected because I don't know, for whatever reason they don't give no reasons. So one day I remember we got so fed up. We're like, sudahlah, all for one. Like, you know the band, all for one, I swear. So, and then he got accepted. So we're like, oh, okay. But after it got accepted, then things got real, right? Then then we were in KL. I remember we were in KL when he got accepted. Then suddenly he got calls while we were in KL.
Do you get goosebumps like when everything like singing like, whoosh, now it's like, I'm no longer an employee, I'm an employer. No, I'm a business owner. How does it sink in? Kau rasa sedih ke, sebab ke?
No, I always think of my family, about the worker, the things that, like you say, like, you have to think about your cash flow, very important. And when you set up business, you have to think about how much cash you have, how can you sustain. Even if, for example, if you don't have any job, zero job, you cannot not pay your salary, your worker salary, right? You still need to have, you need to maintain your cash flows healthy. Make sure that you have money to pay the rent, to pay your house, to pay the school fee, all that. That is also very, very, that's all cash. And if you have a job, whether you get paid on time, these are all the risks. You have to get it. So how much cash reserve that you have, and whether you can, you have sufficient, like 5-6 months to sustain. That's also very important. In order for you to ensure that, for you to survive. For me, I believe that in marine line, you don't get cash payment.
Yes.
In marine line. Sometimes they put 30 days payment term. If you get 45 days, you're very lucky. If you get 60 days, that's good. So you need to have that buffer. You need to have that cash, sufficient cash to sustain your business. So when I don't get payment on time, and I have to, this is the stress that opening up a business, for me, being an owner, I'm okay. There's nothing, but when I start to pay people salary, then I feel that, I give people overall, I give people share of my own company. That's where I feel that it's very, it's like, I'm feeling proud that they paid. So that is different. When I have, your boss, everybody will call you boss. But what is the meaning of boss? What is the meaning of leader?
Yes.
Wow.
So that is very, very important. You even for my first project, I was there on site with them. I need to make sure that, things goes well. I'm the first one to be responsible if any issue of any delay, any issue with the safety. I'm the first one to step up. So from there, they see you as a leader. They know you what standard you want, and they will work to deliver the same standard. Because like you say, over here there's different culture, different way of work. But how you want your company to work? Like being a Singaporean, the Singapore value is there. Being a ship repair, being a company shipbuilding in Singapore, you still have the name, because Singapore was very, as a ship repair, shipbuilding, Singapore name is there in the industry. So how you deliver, how you differentiate you as a Singapore company, you can deliver the services to maintain the standard. That's very important for me. When I want to set up a company, I tell myself that, I want to have this standard. I want to have, for example, like Keppel standard, Sembawang standard and all that. That's my target, But to reach there, it takes time lah, to be honest. You don't grow up, but you don't have that worker mentality
Yes.
because your worker is still adapt to this culture, this mentality in this region lah. But how you train them to be that standard is the way that you need to show lah. You need to show by example. You need to show them, give them a training. All that you need to invest your time, your money, in order for you to develop the standard of your company, of your worker.
What about facilities, me? Because you are competing with your other competitors for facilities because yachts are limited, right? There's only a couple of yachts in Dubai, for example. But you want to get that birding space sometimes. How do you ensure that you get first pick over your competition?
Okay, how we go is that we have to do a sufficient planning lah. That's why, for me, I will have my client to forecast their we do it a 1 year forecast. So I know what are the vessels that's going to come up for repair, for docking. So I book in advance. So I do a head from the others. For us, we know that next year we have 10, for example, 10 vessels is going for repair, for docking.
But you have 10 versions yet, inshallah?
No, inshallah, but now but we need to plan lah, because planning is very important.
Resume dah siap.
Yeah, so basically how you can differentiate is by going ahead of them.
Planning,
Yeah, planning is very important. So you meet people and say how many vessels you have. We have 3 vessels. Maybe yes, maybe no. Never mind. Maybe yes, there's potential.
Yes.
When you have a potential, you have
Just
to go
book
for
it
it.
first,
Yes, grab first. You have to grab first, and then you plan for them. That's why they value your services. So
Kira-kira Fahmi ni betul risk taker. Betul-betul he dares to take the risk.
yeah, I mean that's the thing lah. Because for me, I believe especially in marine. Planning, to a lot of vessels that they go to the shipyard, then they don't have parts, they don't have this, they want to do this, don't hit other material. So we have to plan. We have to help them to plan because they're also busy. In marine, macam a lot of firefighting is happening, breakdown and all that. So by planning in advance and helping them to plan is the services that we offer. So we not only breakdown, we repair, but also we need to tell what is your problem. You go. I always visit my client. That's very important. To visit the clients, what is their problem they're suffering, or what are the problems they are encountering. How we can offer our services. Listen to them, and then also know the market. Where the vessel is operating. Or, see the volume. You have few clients. You get to know them, know the problem they're facing. How we can help them to fix the problem. And then that's how they when you do one project for them, you deliver the service that they want to and your standard, they will come back to you, inshallah.
Okay.
So that's the way that I think that to do a business, especially in this area where the standard is still you have one standard here, you have a big gap of different standard.
Same, no?
Yeah.
I think alhamdulillah, I think the last couple of episodes kita dapat talk to 2 different business owners.
Yeah.
Tapi kita rasa dia punya challenges that you guys are facing and the drive and the motivation needed is similar lah. Although 2 different industries,
Yeah.
right? One is in tourism, one is in marine. Tapi we can say that at least the positive is nothing is impossible lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you come from no matter what background, kalau you have the right drive, you have the right push and the right motivation, I think you can deliver what you want to, what dreams you have lah. So that's
Yep.
good, I think.
In every industry, even education is the same.
Yes, correct.
My boss is not education industry, but she
I thought you were going to say my boss is not educated.
very educated, but she's very driven to make things different in
Yes.
the industry field in Dubai. So it makes a big difference.
Are you involved in the business, Azza?
Financially.
No, are you involved in the business operationally?
Oh, you mean this?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. When I meant boss, I meant my other work.
No, I understand. So sorry, I went too fast. Yeah.
Not operationally, but like admin,
contract,
contract,
HR.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Quite a big part also lah.
Yes.
Eh,
Back
bro,
end lah.
husband kena pantau bro. Nanti dah berjaya jadi abang Tesla, lain susah.
Ni apa? Ni
Betul.
family business.
Family business.
Family business.
Nak tanya, siapa make the decisions in the company?
Of course, him. Ah.
Siapa make the decision at home? Kau tahu apa? Dekat apa? Dekat kerja,
Dia lah bos.
dia bos.
Yeah.
Tapi dekat rumah dia kepala keluarga je.
Yes.
Pasal Azza tengkuk keluarga.
Oh.
Tengkuk pusing, kepala pusing.
Betul lah. Betul. Something that I had to pick up. I was a bit lost, but then yes, I understood after that.
Okay lah.
Okay,
I think
alright, kita pun dah
I think we are almost towards the end. Do you have anything to say, macam advices, or you want to have some short appreciation? Just please go ahead. But look at that camera instead of this. This one is out.
Yeah, for my advice for those, Singaporeans who wants to set up the business, to want the business owner, entrepreneur and all that in Dubai, it's actually, it's not a complicated process. So there's a lot of, we have a lot of Singaporeans here, and inshallah we we always support each other. So we can contact Hairul, myself,
Inshallah.
we're always there to help you.
Yes.
And of course, if you want any for the ship or marine services, I'm always here. Tourism, Hairul. Inshallah, there'll be more business entrepreneur in our Singapore group, and also for us to support each other is very important. Yeah, that's what I want to reach out to Singaporeans out there. Yeah.
And Azza, as a housewife, working mom, any
Supportive
advices?
wife,
Supporting wife, acting boss or
Yes.
business boss, semua lah pakai liau lah.
Yeah.
No advice. No, just be brave to do what you want, I feel. And always be happy about what you're doing. I think that's what led us here. Yes, there are many challenges, but like every workplace, there are many challenges, there are many downside. But always sincerely be happy about what you are doing on a daily basis. And then, inshallah, you'll strive.
Well done. First things first, no, last thing. I want to say to everybody who's watching these few episodes, I'm sorry if the audio is a little bit cock-up pasal kita pakai. I don't have enough microphone except for those three, so I'm wearing wireless. So everything's being picked up in this room, and it's a little bit squeezy. For 5, maybe we have 6 people in the future. Squeezy. I also want to minta maaf, but
Tapi ini kita
nonetheless,
pay learning process, Ami.
nonetheless, it's the content that matters.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so in this case, aku Azmi.
Aku Syirhan.
Dan aku Hairul
Hi, Azza.
Fahmi.
Kami
mengucapkan selamat Hari Raya.
Tak habis Pak kau.
tak habis.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.